All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Everyday Whiskey. I'm Dan.
And I'm Mike, and this week we are going through an entire Penelope portfolio tasting.
For the most part, we're missing the Architect Build 4.
Which is just released
And
anyway.
we're missing the Cask Strength, which I guess that's one of the bigger ones. But there's eight bottles we're about to drink.
Yeah. And
So
we
that's
have
a lot.
9 total, but we're not breaking out duplicates. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, sorry we've been off for a couple weeks. Been a little hectic, but we're going to try and get back on our regular schedule again right now. So, starting with, we can't think of a punny name for drinking a lot of Penelope Bourbon in one sitting,
No.
so let's drink a lot of Penelope. So, all right, we need to really hammer through this, so we're not going to go too in-depth. This is a fresh pop.
Yep. Ooh, that is fresh. We don't have them out on the table because you wouldn't see us. There's so many bottles, and they're tall. So, we're just kind of winging this. Are you good over there?
No, I'm like chewing at this like a rat. All right. I think I swallowed a piece of plastic. I got it.
We're good.
We're going to do little pours. Little pours.
Yes, sir.
Little pours.
I think when we get to the Architects, I might skip the first 2. We'll see. We'll see.
I think we got to go through them just because they all taste different. That's the only thing.
Ooh. Okay, so this is the OG Penelope, like
you said, yeah.
Penelope Bourbon, and I haven't had this in I don't know.
The nose literally smells kind of like butterscotch. I forgot about this.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've tasted this one. It is very butterscotchy on the nose.
All right, we're gonna hammer it back. Like I said, we're gonna try and do like really fast reviews here. Like this is our equivalent of if you watch Good Mythical Morning, this is our equivalent of a gut check.
Ooh, tasty. Floral. Why is it floral?
It could be the wheat.
Little floral, definitely weedy.
This is really good.
Right here. Tangerine citrus. I do get that on there. And the apple.
Tangerine citrus and apple nails it, and then allspice and nutmeg really makes sense for the sweetness of the nose. A little cream too.
All right. Score.
Okay, so for $40, this is a $40 bottle. I'm gonna go with a 7.1.
Okay, I'm gonna meet you right there.
7.1 out of 10.
It is a solid bottle.
One down. Next one is an old release, but a cool one. This is the Batch 1 Rosé release for Penelope.
This is the only time they did a rosé release too, isn't it?
Think so? Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it again.
You gotta do that.
I'm excited to try this for a second time because I want to see how it's developed in the bottle. And what I mean by that is how the air affected it since it's hit. Because if I remember correctly, it had a very, very subtle rosé. I mean, it was... We're good. We kind of came to the conclusion that rosé was just way too light of a cask to really impact the flavor.
All right.
So let's see.
Give a little swishy.
I get a weird nose.
It tastes like... Dude, it smells like strawberry shortbread.
Yeah.
That's a really fun nose. I haven't had this in a year. I don't think I've drank it in a year.
I haven't had it since we did the review.
That nose is usually nice. The strawberry note kind of goes throughout it.
I get more rosé now.
I get more rosé for sure. Maybe once the air hits it.
I think the air did get to it.
That's not
change
bad.
it a little bit.
All right, score.
6.3.
I was gonna go 6 flat, but 6.3 works.
And this is Whiskey Cat.
This is Whiskey Cat, aka Yoda.
Hey, kitty.
All right, Yoda. Oh, we're good. He's down. So 6.3 out of 10 on the Penelope Rosé Cask Batch 1. I think they did another batch, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. It's nothing I've seen in stores personally, so.
The next one is the latest and greatest from Penelope. I think it might be the best whiskey they put out all year, personally.
Yep, I'm going to do a quick rinse on this one.
This is the Penelope Valencia. So basically, okay, since it's a new product, we're going to give a quick little synopsis here. So essentially, this is their 4-grain bourbon, which is corn, wheat, rye, and malted barley.
Mm-hmm.
Finished in Vino de Naranja cask, a.k.a. orange wine cask from France. There you go. It's 97 proof? Or 97%? Yeah, 97 proof.
Yep. Non-chill filter, exporters matter different category. Yeah, signature folder. Yeah, so, now we had this over the weekend, this past weekend.
But we also, had other stuff before that. So
yeah.
This is the first time, I'm going to pour a little bit more on this one. You can pour some on that one.
Yeah, I'm just going to go.
This is the first time we're having it kind of with a fresh palate. We just had 2 whiskeys before this, but relatively fresh palates.
I love the nose on
It's
this one.
it's like the tangerine and the 4-grain you get naturally, just like amplified by 10.
And we mentioned this is a 4-year age, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a 4-grain. I think it's a 4-year age whiskey. I think it's just a basic 4-grain. They're just finishing it. I feel like I'm talking fast.
Mm-hmm.
Am I? Kinda.
Ooh. Now see, I get more depth and body than this traditional 4-grain, but I don't necessarily get much citrus.
I don't get much citrus on the palate, but I get this like really good creamy note though.
Yeah.
It's like really well balanced. I like it better than when I had it
the other night.
the other night for sure.
But see, now this is the same thing that happened with me with the rosé cask. Is I didn't taste any of the rosé, so maybe in a year the orange.
I don't know,
will
man.
come
I'm
out.
getting like this like orange creamsicle thing going on personally.
There is a slight creaminess in there.
I really do like this.
Oh wait, you see now on the back.
I want to go back to another one. Should we go to a second one on this one?
I need a little bit more because like I'm kind of getting it.
All right, this is the first hitch we're hitting in this like rapid
I'm
fire
kind of getting
method.
it like on the back of my throat, like like a little bit.
That's what she said.
I know. There we go.
I'm really digging.
Okay.
I'm really digging this, dude.
The second sip,
Yeah.
more of it.
I think if we were to sit down and like actually like go through this, it would be a different story. But now that we're kind of like we're really trying to hammer through this.
You know what my problem is? I'm going into this expecting GMO orange type levels of orangey.
Yeah, which it's never
And
gonna
that's
happen. It's never gonna happen. So
because this is a cask finish, not a flavored.
for me,
So-
I love this bottle. Leave it up.
Leave it up.
Because when you edit it, you're gonna put the little score on the bottle. I'm going like 8.2.
8.2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do like a 7.5.
So let's call it 7.7.
Okay.
7.7 out of 10 on the Penelope Valencia. Next, we're getting into, I think is probably the best thing that I think this is the best thing Penelope's done product-wise as far as like a series goes. So these Architect series are amazing. So all of these are finished in French oak staves.
These are really good.
Mike's going to put the little link to our Architect vertical.
I'm going to put it in the description rather than in the middle of the video because by the time I'm done editing this, I don't know where
It's going to
what
fall.
timestamp I need to put this at. So,
all right. So this is build 1. We have 1 through 3. They just came out with build 4. I don't have it. I will have it at some point.
I mean, build 4 like just released, didn't it?
Last week.
Okay, yeah. So that's still pretty new, and these aren't exactly the most inexpensive.
These are the cheapest things you can get besides the base.
Is it really?
$57.99, man.
Yeah, it's still not bad.
Valencia is like $72.99. The Rosé Cask was like $60.
I mean, like, not in terms of their pricing structure. I mean, like, it's just like $57. Like, I can't always just whip 57.
Oh yeah.
out of
But I'm
my
saying
ass.
as far as like allocated bourbon.
Yeah,
goes,
yeah. In that term, yeah, it is.
It's relatively
it's
on the cheaper end of
inexpensive.
thing, and for them in general,
Mm-hmm.
this is one of the cheaper things they make because like normally you'd go from like their 4-grain and then it would go cast strength, and 4-grain is 40, cast strength's 65.
Yeah, it
So
jumps.
this is in the middle here. They're all 104 proof.
Mm-hmm. And then as we put in the Architect video on the back, it gives you all the tasting notes and this, that, and the other
Are you
thing.
dying?
Yeah, I kind of am. I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
But yeah, it does give you all that information on the back, which is cool.
All right. I think we got to pick up speed. Oh, that's good. That is.
This
good,
is
man.
1, right?
This is 1, and this is. I think this. I think
one.
when we did the rating, this was my favorite one, dude.
I think it was mine too.
It's so
I like it a lot.
creamy and balanced and light, and there's like it's no ethanol-iness to it at all. It's
No.
just really well made.
I'm going like an 8.5 on this one.
That's perfect. 8.5.
8.5.
8.5 out of 10 on Penelope Architect 1.
Now, you're not seeing double. It does look exactly the same. But if you notice, this chart
Diagram changes.
is different because the build is different. But it's not, I don't know. I think a more experienced whiskey drinker will be able to pick out the nuances. But like, if you are new to whiskey, and I'm saying like maybe only a year in, and you run to the store and buy one of each, you might be a little disheartened. It might be hard to pick everything out.
But either that or their palates may be so like naked that maybe they could pick it out way better than we can because we have so much stuff and we have so much frame. We have
That's
so much,
true too.
We have so much frame of reference on different types of bottles that we are. I don't know, maybe we're predisposed to certain flavor profiles. But I don't know. That's just me.
This is something that.
Oh, Mike is actually using a Penelope.
I do have the Penelope.
He is actually using a Penelope Glencairn.
Thanks, P.
Thanks, guys. And cheers to Dan and Mike.
Yep.
Keep the good stuff coming. This nose, I remember this nose is better than the first one.
Yeah. The nose on this one is definitely better.
All right. Now, remember how we said, like, I don't understand why this is spicy? This is spicy now.
Yeah, this one needs more
Why
spice.
is it so spicy? All right, I'm going to go with 6.9.
I mean, I was going to do 7, but I'll just meet you at 6.9.
All right, 6.9 out of 10 on the Architect
it's
build,
There's a little more heat on that.
I think the spiciness maybe was a little overboard on that one. Watch your knee, I'm going to grab the badge. Yeah. All right, and you are not seeing triplets. This is the same again. This is the most recent one.
Okay, so now according to the label on this one, this should be the spiciest of all of them. But
it's so spicy.
If I remember correctly, it really wasn't.
I remember. Okay, let's
I don't know.
Let's not use our member berries.
But I do remember in the Architect video, I did say I'm convinced they put the wrong
because they jacked it up a little
on
bit.
everything.
Do you remember when we had the batch 2, but thought batch 3 was that spicy? I remember. For any of our South Park fans. I can't say the rest of the line because we'll definitely get in trouble.
That's not happening.
This is the worst nose out of the 3, to me.
It's the most generic.
Yeah,
nose.
like this smells like
the most
every other MGP bourbon out there. Like all the stuff it's just very basic. It's not a dig.
I wouldn't say it's a bad nose. It's just a very, very generic bourbon nose. It's like nothing crazy.
There's not a lot going on here. And that's not, again, this is not a dig. This is just...
Yeah, sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more. So, all right.
But this has the most flavor out of the 3.
By far.
By far the most flavor.
Oh, there's
and it's
that
spice. But it's not as spicy as 2, though. It still isn't.
As in terms of spice, I would say heavy, heavy black pepper notes.
This reminds me a lot of some high-end Buffalo Trace stuff.
Yeah.
Like some of, I would like nuances of some Stag, for sure. I'm saying trigger words right now. some bourbon purist is there, just like all crinkled up like Tiny Tim, like, no!
Yeah, because it's that time of year.
How dare you say MGP's just like Buffalo Trace?
All the bourbon hype beasts are out and about right now.
All right, you go first because I want
7.
I was gonna go up to a 7.8, so you want to go 7.4?
7.4, yeah.
7.4 out of 10. All right, next is.
It's that black pepper note that gets me on that. Not because it's bad, but because black pepper is just like a unique.
Next is like probably my. So this got rated top 3 whiskeys for us in 2021, dude.
This was the first release of the Toasted.
The label's way better.
Yeah,
it's the same thing though.
This was in our top 3 of 2021.
This was in our top 3 of 2021.
This bottle was expertly done. I mean, the toast on that was insane.
So this, I think, when I looked at it, the only thing is like this is a char 3, that's a char 4.
Okay, so this is a lighter char.
So the char 4 is an alligator. I think it's called an alligator char. It's what Wild Turkey uses on all of their barrels. This is a slightly lesser char, but I tried them back to back when I first got this bottle. Like, if you can tell a difference, God help you.
Yeah, so you got to be really versed.
Yeah, I'm not a sommelier. I have not gone through any whiskey training courses, so this is literally just kind of like what we feel.
Yeah. Theoretically, though, this should be my favorite of the lineup.
This
based on past experiences.
Nose isn't like again. This nose on this, it's the same as the other one.
Getting a lot of brown sugar and maple.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's rich.
I love this. This is by far the best nose out of
Yeah.
every one we've tried.
But to me, like, remember we said this a year ago almost, where like this is what like a bourbon nose should smell like.
Yes.
This is what bourbon should smell like.
Sweet, a little oaky, little smoky,
Yet it's dense though.
subtle, but like full. But like it's just all around a great
There's layers
nose.
to it.
And there's none of that like ethanol-y smell to it.
There's 115 proof. Oh god, it's so fucking good. It's like maple syrup, dude.
Ooh.
It's so good. It's so fucking good. Like this is like that Whistle Pig Roadstock Rye area.
I was gonna
of, like,
say
yeah,
this is
it's
in
like,
Roadstock Rye territory.
That's the only one that's got over a 9.5 rating. Is the Roadstock Rye.
Oh, I need more. The toast. Once again, you can taste the char.
This tastes toasty.
The toasted oak is there. I like that. I think it's more subtle than that one.
Yeah, I think this is a better batch, dude. I really do.
Do you? I
think,
need to try the other one next to it.
Yeah, we'll do that off camera.
We'll do that. We got plenty of time, actually. Maybe that'll be a bonus.
Where are we at?
Ow.
All right, we gotta time this because the camera after 30 minutes the camera will shut off.
Yeah, anyone who does recording with Sony's knows they have a 30-minute.
Yeah, but I'm
29 minutes and 50 seconds actually.
All right, here. Well, when you're done with that, reach around. That
I want to pull this out. I gotta do these back to back.
give it the old reach around.
The old reach around.
The old dick twist. Twist his dick. Can we leave that in? No, probably not.
I'm leaving it in.
Packaging's much better on the here.
So you get, like you said, the maple notes show through, and why I don't really know.
Dude, it's like it hammers through way more than I remember.
The toast is there. However, it's definitely, I have to look for it harder than I remember having to look for it.
Well, I'm gonna try this. This is a good burger. We're doing a mini episode inside an episode.
It's an episode in an episode.
It's everyday
within
whiskey
an
inception.
Episode. If I like what I remember, this is like you get punched in the face with the.
I don't know, man. Once you try this seems way better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Now the thing is though is this has had a year to.
Yeah.
So
you're right. It's half a
gonna
bottle, so
change
some
a little.
air's gotten to it, but it's lighter and there's less flavor to me.
See now, I just rinsed my palate out. Now I'm getting residual char note, like just.
I don't know, man. This
Oaky.
just like this is almost like that Whistle Pig Roadstock Rye, dude, where it's almost like pancakes and syrup
With some toast in there.
with some toastiness,
Well, with some char.
with
I
some
should
rye
say.
toast because we're adults. None of that white toast.
The noses, I'll say, are kind of similar.
Noses are almost identical.
They
but
are
the
almost
palate's
identical.
way different to me.
I get more of a. Yeah, this one's better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this has more flavor. This is really fucking good still, but
It is good still, but I think the air has gotten
yeah, I
to
think
this
the air might have affected it. But from the beginning, I think
Yeah.
this is still an improvement. I think.
I would love to try a sealed one of these versus
Dude,
a
good luck
sealed one.
finding
I know
that. Good
that'll
luck
never
finding
happen.
that. Yeah, there's no everything with this old packaging. They're like ripping out of the market.
I'm getting more of those like weird medicinal notes in this one, where this one is a lot cleaner, and then even though that toast is subtle,
It's structured way better.
it comes through cleaner.
Yeah.
So I got to give it to the newest one.
All right. So, but besides that, we got to do a score. So I'm going 9.4.
I was gonna do a 9.2, so 9.3.
9.3 out of 10 on the Penelope Toasted. Good fucking luck to the next contender.
Yeah, yeah.
Good
That's
luck.
one of our all-time
Because
highest.
I know
scores.
what the next contender is, and I really don't think
For those of you watching this video right
9.6
now,
is the highest.
yes, mark our words. This will not be in our 2022 top 5. I cannot do the same bottle twice.
I feel like we need to find something else, which is bad, but this might have to be in it, though.
It might.
And I need to find a bottle of Whistle Pig Roadstock Rye.
I just don't want it to be in. I don't. Not because
You
I
put it
don't
down.
like it, and not because I have anything against Penelope.
It's
I would
back-to-back years of the same
I
bottle.
would just like, 2 different years, 2, 3. Well, I would like
3 different bottles.
Yeah,
But the whole thing is, like, it means they're doing something right.
it is, and I can't fault them for that. So, like, come
All right.
January, or the last week of December,
I don't know. We have to consult on this, like what we want to do.
I mean,
it's
if
a
it
big
works
deal.
out that way, so be it. But like, I
Hey
really
man,
don't want to.
it's a big deal for us, not for you guys, but it's a big deal. So all right, this is the Penelope Light Whiskey. For anybody who is not familiar with light whiskey, here's a quick little nerdy segment for you. So to make this quick, essentially, a normal bourbon still runs up to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Yep. That is the max you can run your still to be called bourbon or whiskey. Once you run it between 160 and 190, then you're venturing into the territory of distilled spirits and vodka. So I think the still was ran at 180 degrees. So when you run a still at 180 degrees and you're making like quote unquote whiskey, it is then called light whiskey.
Yep.
That's what you have right here. It's lighter in texture, lighter in flavor, lighter in body, lighter in color. Bada, bada, bada. That's
it makes, if you think about it from like a cooking perspective, all that heat, you're essentially just cooking everything off.
Out. Yeah, exactly. So they went to the brink of cooking off all the flavor, all of the texture to it, and then stopped and dropped it.
Yep.
And that's where you're left with this. It's 128 proof. That's why we're doing it last.
Yeah, this is torch our palates.
This is big. This is a big whiskey. Let's see where this stacks up.
It's good that you mentioned it's 128 proof because I feel like a lot of novices and amateurs or people new to the hobby might assume light whiskey means like light diet.
No,
whiskey.
it means
not the case.
Way up because of your
not
your
the
still
case.
Count.
Think like Buffalo Trace White. What is it? White Lightning.
White Dog.
White Dog. Which is literally or the High West Silver kind of.
So this is like White Dog. It's kind of what it is, except they barrel age this for 6 months, I think.
Yeah, this is probably more moonshine than moonshine.
This is a lower proof than this.
Yeah. But the color comes in from the barrels. That's the difference.
All right. Well, let's cap this off. That's how you know it's a Glencairn.
Whew! It smells like corn.
It smells like straight corn.
It just smells like corn and
straight
spirit.
corn. It smells like
distilled corn spirit.
I don't really.
Wow.
It's very good.
I don't remember this being this good.
It's very good. I just don't really know what to say about it.
You know why this holds up so well?
Because of the proof, I feel like.
It's so high proof that aeration is actually
working for it.
Yes, rather than against it. Oh, man.
I think this is not at the bottom of the field today.
No, this is actually, my score might come as a surprise to you.
I just like it because it's like,
I'm really, really.
It's so light, but there's a lot of flavor at the same time. I get like citrus. I get a little bit of oak. I'm starting to get some of the little oaty notes you get from some younger whiskey, which is not a bad thing. It's just when you have a 2 to 4 year old bourbon or 2 to 4 year old whiskey, you get some of this like what I call oatmeal or oat notes. Yep. It's just, and that's my opinion. That's like that's what my brain does. That's not a professional term.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I'm going. You want me to say mine?
I'm gonna go first, and you say yours. So I feel we need a cap on that.
Okay.
All right. So for me, this is like a 7.7.
We are not even in the same universe.
I mean, so we're gonna have to do some like math to fucking do.
You better bust out your fucking scientific calculator.
You can't go more than a Toasted.
I'm going 9.2, dude.
So you went 9.3 with this, but you went 9.2 with this.
Yeah.
All right. Let's call it 8.7.
I'll sit there.
I'm going up 10. You're coming down 5.
I'll sit there, yeah.
All right, so 8.7 out of 10.
I don't know what... So to me, I'm basically getting everything I got in this bottle, just minus the toast.
Yeah, that's not what happened to me right now. I got a really good whiskey, but I didn't get that.
Let me try it again. I mean, I'm pretty confident.
The Toasted is fucking earth-shatteringly good.
Go figure the highest proof is the one I want to double back.
I'm not going to try to remember the word I couldn't say in the one episode, but...
Excuse me. I forget what word you're talking about.
Yeah, me too. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's not bring that up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 9.2. Or, 9.3, whatever.
All right, so I'm going to come up 10.
I mean, it's going to 8.7, so who the care?
I went from 7.7, I'll go up to 8.7. You're coming down from a 9.2 to an 8.7.
Yeah.
Let's do this. pulling these aside, we're doing our power rankings right now.
Oh God, power rankings.
All right. So on my side, right? That's correct. That
That
should be number 1.
If you're viewing this,
I'm looking at this. Yeah.
you want to read it from my side.
So
me.
best. All right. So
Yeah.
best to worst.
Yeah.
We have here. We have here.
This.
All right. Now we did a. Oh, we should have wrote this down.
We did not think this through.
Nope. All right. I think the build.
You know what? We're not doing the power ranking because we didn't write this
We
down.
didn't write any of this down. All right. Let's guess at it. Let's kind of guess at it
All
a
right.
little bit. Fuck it. Like,
Well, it
and
was
then
definitely
we
here.
can adjust it in the edit. Definitely there.
Definitely here.
I think the.
Well, your guess is as good as mine right now.
All right. This is a fucking This is a catastrophe right now.
We didn't think this part through.
I know bottom is build 2 for sure.
I think that was the bottom.
I know second
Was probably that.
that this had to be here. This had to be here. And then this had to be here. And then
Which
this
means
has to be
that's
here.
just gotta be there, I
That's got to
guess.
be it, right?
I think so. I hope. I don't know.
We totally did not just fucking.
I did not think about writing.
We
these
should have wrote
scores
this down. I think this was it. All right, so we did a 9.3, 9.2.
Your guess is as good as
After
mine.
this, Mike's going to show you in the edit.
Yeah.
All right, so cheers.
I did not think. In our defense, it's been a long time since we've done this many
I think
bottles.
Pappy Van Winkle versus the World might have been the longest term one, and we wrote that down.
Yeah, we try to keep these to like a 2,
Yeah.
3 bottle maximum.
All right, so at the end of every episode, Mike and I would like to ask you to do 3 things. Please, number 1, like the video if you enjoyed what you just watched. Number 2, please comment on any issues or anything you'd like to say that
Such as our lack of rating.
lack of rating, or any issues or things that that might make us feel better. Like, hey, you guys are great. And number 3, the most important of them all, please subscribe to Everyday Whiskey. Please go on our Instagram, follow us there. Go on our TikTok. Our TikTok's doing great.
It is doing great.
Go on our TikTok, follow Everyday Whiskey there. Fuck the Facebook, it's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody, drink safe, drink responsibly.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
by
Thanksgiving.
the way.
This should air Friday after Thanksgiving.
Nope, I'm going to try to release it tomorrow night.
All right. This is going to come out Thanksgiving. Fuck. All right. Cheers.
Peace.